Yo, what is going on? We are playing some Skyrim today, and I'm about to show you all the mods you will ever need. Now, I just shat on these wolves. Sorry, boys. But yeah, I'm going to show you all the mods you'll ever need for console. Now, I'm playing on the PlayStation 5. And I can confirm that these mods do work for the PlayStation 4. Now, I'm also going to show you the most important part of using mods is probably the load order in which you actually put the mods, because if you use the incorrect load order, your game can crash, not function properly, you can encounter bugs, etc, etc. Now, before we get into the actual mod list and load order, I'll show off some gameplay. If you want to just skip ahead to the mod list, I will put a timestamp in the video, so let's do it.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just open up. Don't be scared. Turning back, I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. And so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't be scared. Just open up. Don't be scared.
Okay, we're here. So we're at the Skyrim mod menu. Now, when you're searching, you want to type in the mod's name correctly. If you don't do it correctly, it will not pop up. It's pretty obvious, but if you just type in like a single word, sometimes the mod won't pop up either. So just keep that in mind. You're writing the specific mod out in its entirety. So, load order. Now, I've done countless hours of research, okay? I've been in the trenches. Your boy's been working like an absolute savage with no life. And I've come up with this load order and mod list, and I can 100% tell you that it works. The game runs smoothly. On the other side of that, if you're just getting random mods and you're putting them in randomly, your game can crash and you can corrupt your file and screw up your game, so just keep that in mind. Also, you don't want to be using two of the same type of mods. For example, you don't want to be using two combat mods or two landscape mods, etc, etc. So I'm going to quickly get into each mod individually and we'll go down the list as we go. Also, all the mods and the load order will be in the description, so if you want to just go straight to this description, you can do that and go from there. Anyway, first mod, Unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch. Okay, so this just patches a bunch of quests and game bugs that the developers never patched, so super helpful. Bias tweaks, this is a preference one for me, just it gives you 10 extra carry weight, 5 stamina when you level up instead of the original whatever it is, and there's a few other little things it will change. Most of these mods will be quality of life, by the way, and just if you've played the game a million times, like I'm sure you all have, it just makes the game more enjoyable and you don't have to grind it as much as you normally would. Combat music fix, this is just a bug fix for when you're out of combat and that music is still playing. Even better quest objectives, pretty self-explanatory. Insignificant object remover, this will just get rid of the crap that you can't see on screen to make your game run a bit smoother. If you're using a PS4, this is super helpful, as it'll help with frame rate and crashing, etc. Unlimited sprinting, same thing, quality of life. If you don't want to be a fat slob and run out of breath every 10 seconds, this will help. Wear multiple rings. Now, this thing does not work from my understanding, so don't even worry about this heap of shit. Lampposts of Skyrim. Just changes the landscape of the paths in Skyrim, giving them light and some lampposts. Just changes the way it looks. Pretty cool mod. This just gives the armors a different texture, I believe. Now, this is the best combat mod, hands down. Smilodon, I think it's called. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, you can shoot me in the comments. But there, more effective combat AI, increase lethality. Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm at school trying to pronounce these words. Attacks of opportunity, just changes the way NPCs move throughout the world and they're not complete dumbasses when they're attacking you. TLS sounds, just changes the sounds in the game, like lockpicking, NPC, crafting, stuff like that. Faster leveling, hands down, the best mod in the game. Just exactly what it is, faster leveling, and it just makes the game, like, if you just want to blast through the character and have a ball, this 100% needed. If you're going to get any mod, get this thing, because it's terrific. Now, I will say with this faster leveling, don't go crazy with it, because if you upgrade all your enchanting, smithing, etc., and you're like level 20 and you have no skills or attributes into your like offense, attacking, or magic or whatever, you will get shit on by literally every enemy in the game. So just keep that in mind. And speaking of getting shit on, Crazy Dragons. Now, these is an awesome mod, but these dragons will melt your soul. Like, these things are crazy tough. So I would probably save that until you're leveled up a bit. If you want the challenge, sure, but you ain't killing nothing. You're just gonna get destroyed. Same with this one. Just add some mini bosses throughout the game. Again, some mini bosses throughout the map. Just changes it up, gives it a new look. TAOS, the Art of Smiting, enhances the smithing of the game. Really awesome mod. You can actually break down weapons and get the ore from breaking down weapons. Pretty cool mod. More blood and gore. Self-explanatory. Kill moves, no blur. Now, this just gets rid of the blur effects from when you're doing your kill moves, which is pretty cool. Maximum kill move chance. And more kill moves. Now, don't use maximum kill move chance. Okay, use more kill moves. I think just don't use the highest big kill move chance, because if you do, you will decapitate everyone every single time, no matter what, and you don't get any of the other animations, which is pretty annoying. Also, there's like a mod that combines all of them together. Don't do that. Use the individuals, because if you use the one that combines them all, you get the maximum kill move chance, which will decapitate everyone every single time, which is cool for about 2 minutes until you're sick of seeing heads rolling around on the floor. Helmetless combat perks just gives you the effects of the perks, like heavy armor. You don't have to wear a helmet to get the effect. Immersive Citizens just changes the way AI react and how you interact with them. Immersive Patrols, this just makes the patrols more realistic, and so at night time they're going to be changed and a bit different. It's just changing the game, making it more realistic. Same with Immersive Weapons. So like, I believe Elven weapons are like a lighter, Orcish are heavier and do more damage. Guard Replacer mod. This one just changes the way the guards look in the game for each main city. This is an awesome one if you are looking to get stacked merchants with a lot of money. Just gives them pretty much like I don't want to say max level gear, but just high level gear, a lot more options, and a lot more money. Better loot, you'll just find more coins and rubies and stuff like that in dungeons and chests and whatnot. Rich merchants, same thing. I think each merchant gets 10,000 gold. 0 weight potions, 0 weight ingots and ores. Again, this is just a lifestyle thing. If you just want to cruise through the game, not have to worry about carrying 500 dragon bones in your back pocket. Again, if you're going for like a realistic run, you don't want these. But again, it's up to you. They're just 0 weight crafting materials. Now, Skyrim cheat room. I want to say, if you are going to get this, I would only use it for respecking, because you can literally use anything, max out your character in any stats, or I would use it to max out smithing or enchanting or whatnot, just so you don't have to grind it. But this will ruin the game for you, in my opinion. It'll just make you you have access to any weapon, any power, respec, skills, anything. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking to enjoy the game, don't grab this. If you just want to play around and just slaughter everything, or you want a specific weapon that you missed, then I would go for this mod. Character editor just gives you more options. Fast alternate start. Now, if you're like me and you've played the game a billion times, you can skip and you can choose how the game starts. So, for example, you can start robbed and Left 4 Dead, or you can start as a vampire or a werewolf. It just skips that first scene where you talk to that guy that asks if you're awake, and you just tell him to shut the fuck up. I've heard your voice 3 million times. Don't hear it again. This gives you the ability to craft unique armors and enchant them the way you want, which is pretty cool. Go away map clouds, straightforward. Dawn Guard map markers, this gives you some fast travel locations for the Dawn Guard DLC. Master of the Summit, this mod is overrated as hell, as there is barely any summits or bridges, staircase, whatever you want to call it, that you will find. But look, if you want to climb a mountain easier, grab this thing. Bridges of Skyrim just gives it the Bridges of Skyrim a new look, and I think it adds a few in. But yeah, it just changes the look. And look, if you add all these mods in, the game will change significantly. Alright, TLS Undullifier. I think this just gets rid of the blur in the scenery and just gives it a more sharper look. Pretty cool mod. FOS Forest of Skyrim. This just adds more greenery and trees. Again, giving it a more realistic look. Obsidian Weathers. Probably the best weather mod you can get. Now, these are the big boys, okay? probably the best mods in the game are these ones towards the end here, and are at the bottom of the load order for a reason, okay? Rain and snow effects. This gives your character almost like an enchanted look when snow and rain hit you. It's pretty cool. A&A texture overhaul. This gives green different look to Whiterun, Solitude, etc. Tactical Valheim. Changes the way Valheim looks. A rebellious Riverwood overhaul changes the way Riverwood looks. Now, you don't have to use these overhauls for your main cities. These are just the ones I prefer and use. But highly suggest these because they actually change the way the main cities look. Just giving it a different vibe to the game. Nordic Ruins of Skyrim, again, just changing the way some of those Nordic ruins look. Kato's Whiterun, sorry. Magic College of Winterhold. Now, this is an awesome mod. Again, just changing the way Winterhold looks, but this is probably the most significant change out of all the main cities. Dense grass. Just adding more grass to the game, as it says. And I believe this allows the grass to react to the wind. Oh no, this is the one. So this, when the wind's blowing, the trees and grass will react with the wind. Okay, now water. Hands down, best water mod you can get. Don't even worry about any other ones. Again, it's just making it a more not unique, a better looking water throughout the game. Luminosity lighting overhaul. We do not need that one as we have already got a different lighting mod, I believe. Now, hands down the best graphics mod in the game. I don't care what anyone says. I've tried them all. This one is the best. By far. But look, you can try other ones, but I mean, this one gives it more of like a bright sort of feel, but trust me, I've tried them all. This one is the best. Rustic weathers and lighting just changes the weather and lighting in the game. Improves shadows and volumetric lighting. Whew, okay, we're getting towards the end here. Interior lighting overhaul, the best interior lighting overhaul in the game. Skyrim at 60 FPS, by far must have mod. And if you are a trophy hunter like myself, you can actually apply this mod and still get trophies, which I think it says in the description how to do that. But you just activate it, quit the game, reboot the game, and there it is. It's working. Now, unfortunately, the FOV mods for some reason are broken, which sucks because these mods were actually awesome. But yeah, they're broken and you can no longer use them, which sucks. And last but not least, Julia's Dirt Replacer mod. This is just an overhaul of the landscape, giving it a different look and feel. So, that's the video. If you did find this useful, leave a like, subscribe. Now, this took me a godforsaken long time to figure out all these mods and the load order, so a like would be appreciated. But that's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace!